1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 million. How many of these packet of dals we get? Where do they go? Trash. What I'm going to do from my end, make these packets so that I go and buy them loose. All of this goes in the trash. And we've been doing, how many Indians are we in India? How many people are we in the world? This many packets. And this is not a hoarding problem. Go look in your kitchen right now, kitte packets. How many packets we have like this? And it has to be put, there has to be a stop, right? So everyone can stitch themselves these bags and then reuse them for life, and then when you die you can just pass it on to people. I don't know what it is, but these packets need to stop. It's not just about single-use plastic. It's about everything, all the garbage that comes into the house that, doesn't have to be, can be cut off from the source, but people are not going to do anything from the source because, I don't know, other priorities in life. So
thank you all for hearing my previous rant. I'm so grateful that you took 5 minutes from your life to not only hear but understand, share your thoughts, and for showing so much love. You have no idea how reassuring this has been. In part 1, I had shared about avoiding any single-use carry bag, whether polythene or paper or cloth or whatever, buying or producing, and having one to take for life. That's how you stop adding to the garbage from your end, even if it would have more impact if all companies just stopped and people had no option but to get used to bringing their own bag. But that is only wishful thinking. Now, single-use poly bags, cloth bags, paper bags, we can avoid. But what about all the other packets that goods come in? The basic supplies like dal, rice, rajma, chole, etc. I saw this being a major red flag as well every time I cleared a hoard. So I put to use old things to make something that I can take to refill supplies for life, hence avoiding these packets of plastic also. Even though, wow, how impossible to ensure you do this foolproof when there's ragi and besan packets staring at you. There's a local shop I need to explore for this, will share when I do. I can sleep in peace knowing I used my skill from Fashion Design College in 2006 to make something to reduce waste instead of making something every season that contributes to waste. I didn't buy any new fabric for this. You can all stitch these yourself or have the nearby tailor make you some with the waste fabric he already has. I don't have to be the company that sells this to you. I'm not equipped for business, clearly. But I don't want that to stop the possibility of you making this happen for you. I even use them to refill snacks once in a blue moon from the stores that sell them in loose, like this, instead of hoarding packets from the mall shelves that I realized while clearing a hoard that cannot even be recycled, as Scrap Uncle mentioned. What a waste. As best as it is to avoid snacks altogether, I see from a journey of years very realistically that it's close to impossible to avoid it. So if at all we can't and go for it once in a blue moon, at least better not to contribute to the landfills, right? So this way you get to have snacks and use the same bag for life. No plastic, no foil, nothing.
पन्नी में पैक कर देता ना बेटा?
मैं पन्नी में प्लास्टिक नहीं यूज करती हूँ।
अच्छा।
डब्बा भी इसमें पैक किया था मैंने।
ये आपने सही बना रखे हैं बैग छोटे-छोटे।
Thank you.
I take them to refill, then fill my existing boxes, which yes are plastic, but to use them for life instead of getting rid to replace, I thought wasn't the idea of sustainable or use what you have. Then I hand wash the fabric packets and dry them out in the sun, and they're ready to be used again. Unlike the poly bag that you tie the trash in and think it's gone, but it doesn't even get recycled and ends up in the landfill or ocean or anywhere on earth. And how many are we using our whole lifetime? Just give it thought. Also, the things I can't refill in the pouches, I use my own boxes, which I have been taking for years now. Even cornflakes can be bought in loose, imagine. Now I see everything around, and cookies don't just look like cookies but something that comes wrapped in what goes into trash. So I have been on the road to stopping everything I can from my end. Another rant someday on how difficult that's been, considering it means letting go of a lot of what you loved. It's very difficult but also easy, all in the mindset and determination, and how much you are willing to sacrifice to be the example instead of finger pointing and blaming the world for trash. Go into your kitchen right now and see how much waste you generate and see what all can be avoided. Can you imagine the result on the large scale if companies and households wake up and come together and solve these issues from the root instead of few people who try feeling bullied by, say, loved ones, society, neighbors, community, etc.?
Piece of paper added.
Which I have to go to once my existing supplies run out. I use so sparingly it takes forever to need more. The way we bring our goods home, the way we transport things, the way our waste goes out of our homes, the way it all is has needed urgent attention, and change can only happen when individuals and the entire system come together instead of cutting down the ones that dare to voice. We all complain of the garbage mountains and are yet not willing to make any change ourselves and rapidly racing towards self-destruction. It's heartbreaking. I believe that positive outcomes are nestled amidst the negative scenarios and problems which aren't to be denied, escaped from, ignored, rather recognized, discussed, shared, and only then change can happen. And hearing and standing by the change makers can go a long way. It's a challenge to have to move and live alone in order to live by my principles and share those solutions with India, with the world. Every day I'm met with challenges and I falter thanks to 35 years of conditioning and having to unlearn it all with kindness. Even if it's painful to often get hounded for being a failure in terms of backing off from everything wasteful. Yes, it's annoying at times and you feel like giving up and just resorting to the easier way. And even more annoying is explaining it countless times to everyone. But then you see that by not giving up, how even one other person changes and then few more make the effort once in a while, and slowly, so slowly, the shift happens. I'm not perfect, I'm just trying. Feel free to share anything your heart wishes to.